All right, guys. Jay Rowley here one more time. I think you guys had enough of a break after the Techno Viper unboxing. Time to get a look at Quick Kick. Let's not waste any time and get straight to it. All right, guys. So just before I open him, I've sort of tried to not look at him too much. So I haven't been sure if I want to look at the box or I want to take him out and take a look. But you know what? I guess I'm going to take a look at a peek here. So first of all, I want to share with you guys how cool the box is. So of course, you still have the usual art. You've got the, art in the back, which I believe is a render that's supposed to be the figure. Now you guys are actually going to take a look at the figure before me. No way! There's a fudgy bar. There's a fudgy bar, guys. Sorry. Wow. So he's got the stars. He's got two heads. I don't think I even remember that there was two heads. I'm looking forward to this. Wow. He actually looks really cool. I think it's a hard figure to capture, right? You want him to look a certain way, right? You have an image in your head, and it's hard because you don't want to go stereotyped. You don't want to look weird. You don't want to look different. I don't know, but I think he looks very good. Guys, take a good look. I mean, that's definitely Quick Kick. Oh, and by the way, for those of you wondering and didn't read the comments, the birthday, it's not my birthday. It's my trusty cameraman's birthday, a couple of days ago. So happy birthday, Marco Antonio. So yeah, he looks really nice. And obviously a very good representation of our classic 80s Quick Kick. Now, I've done it before, but I'll say it again. Thank you very much to Eddie Eder. I hope I'm pronouncing properly. I would pronounce it Eter, right? Since it sounds like a French last name almost. But he's the one who was gracious enough to give me this beautiful Quick Kick to upgrade my previously owned Quick Kick. So you can see the details. They're very matching. So, the color of the pants, the style of, and the colors, just overall, a very good representation. Now let's look at some of his accessories before we load him up. So this is what he came with. Now he came with two swords. Original Quick Kick only came with one sword. He has two swords and two what people call nunchakus or nunchucks. And again, original figure only came with one. I don't even have mine. I've lost mine. So, and I think many of us did lost our childhood accessories, but he's got two of them. He seems to have actually a star with some kind of a swoosh effect, which is really cool. A backpack, which is different from the 80s style backpack, which obviously was smaller and held just the one sword. Now he's got a backpack that holds two swords. What I find a little odd, and just a little quick mention, I don't know if you guys have seen the renders for the upcoming Jinx figure. She only seems to have one sword. Or at least I didn't see a backpack with two swords like the original vintage figure. So it's a little surprising that they've gone the red two-sword backpack for Quick Kick and not for Jinx. Or at least that's what I saw. I could be mistaken. You guys can share in the comments what your thoughts are on that one. And of course, we've got multiple hands. And I don't know about you, but I feel excited to try them out. So I don't even know if I'm going to gear them up yet or maybe just pose them a bit. I think it's time for a warm water bath so that we can start posing him a bit. All right, guys, just wanted to show you quickly. Obviously, I'm having fun. I'm playing with this guy already, and I think you guys are going to as well. Just looking at him, I can see that he's going to be a lot of fun to pose in different ways. And the second head that I've put on, I think it's more of an action head, so I might actually have put it a little earlier, but it doesn't matter. I was excited to play with him. And I'm obviously getting a chance to look at him all around. I can see he's got a place here to store stuff. I'm guessing it's going to be for these. But yeah, we're going to have fun gearing him up in a few moments. But first, maybe one more pose. Okay, guys, as you can see, Marco Antonio and I are having fun posing him. So this is something that he came up with quickly. Again, I almost wish we could do it one shot so that you realize we're not taking an hour to do this. But right away, he just struck this pose, and I'm like, that's good. And he was like, yes, it's perfect. And here, I'll try to rotate him a bit so that you guys can see what he looks like all around. But honestly, this is going to be a fun figure to play with, a fun figure to pose. I mean, the detail in the arm, the muscle, I guess what you would call maybe even nerves, tendons, like just everything about him is just really well done. And the hands, I'm glad we had the extra hands. Sometimes I'm like, why do we really need 6 different hands? But this works. Having a fist, having an open hand like that, having a hand that can hold. So 3 pairs, basically 6 different hands, is really perfect. This is the figure. Marco Antonio commented before, this might be his favorite figure. And wow, I could understand why. Again, you guys need to have it. You guys need to hold it. There's no way that a video can really show how cool this figure looks right now. This brings to life all the thoughts that we had with this guy. So when we were little, and I don't know about you, I don't know how many quick kicks had broken parts here from having the legs being pulled apart during those kicking motions, and worn out feet and all that stuff, because we were imagining him in poses like this one. Honestly, very excited about this guy. I almost don't want to move him. Let's gear him up, I guess, but I don't want to move him. So here's the backpack, and obviously put these guys in there. Put his backpack. Almost don't want it to interfere there, but see how this folds easily. So obviously meant to be put in here. Huh. Would he put them like this? Would they be easier to catch like that? Or would they go like this? I don't know. You guys will have to decide. I think this looks good personally. Might be easier to catch. I can picture him, sort of, going back and grabbing it from the bottom more than from the top. So this would actually go on the other side here. I don't know if you guys can see that. Like, I could definitely picture him sort of almost aiming to take the other one out. All right, guys, here's another quick pose. So beating up bad guys and having a snack. A lot of people call this face the duck-billed face, and I think it could be interpreted in many ways. Maybe that's him chewing, taking a bite out of that fudgy bar while he's beating up on some bad guys. Is he just giving them a look? Is that just him concentrating? I don't know what it is, but this is definitely a fun figure. He holds well. I want to give, I guess, a few more details about how he's made. I mean, I don't know if you can catch the foot. I guess we haven't had a barefoot character, but this is definitely a unique foot. So not only are there toes, but just the ball of the foot, you can see that there's actually a roundness there. It's just very realistic. It's not flat. It really looks like a foot. And I'm sorry if I'm moving it around. I don't know if you can catch it, or maybe you need me to put it down like this. But I mean, the detail of the toes and the foot, again, you guys have to see it. And I find that the way the arms are made, obviously the shoulder looks different It might look a little awkward when it's not posed, but there's definitely more mobility here. Like there's definitely movements that feel very fluid that might not have been as fluid in another character. Like I really feel like I can do just about anything with his arm, and that's definitely always a plus, especially for a character like him. Like I think I wouldn't have minded having maybe a Storm Shadow or a Snake Eyes with this kind of mobility. Really, really nice. All right, guys, let's wrap this up. So obviously we can't do every single pose. I find that there's a bit of mobility lacking in the foot, and it can't quite straighten out. There's a few things that's not perfect, but I mean, it's a classified, right? It's not one of those, I don't know, $100, $200 fully posable figures. Oops. So obviously, maybe a wider stand will help. I don't know. Altogether, guys, I'm very happy with this figure, and I think you guys will be too. Again, really brings back the look of the classic. Guys, I really hope you enjoyed this unboxing and quick review. If you did, like it, share some kind of comment, share it with a friend, let somebody know, have them watch it, subscribe, follow, look me up. That's it for me. Yo, Joe.